What's up, guys? Welcome to another series of calling live leads from Lead House. The first time we did this, we brought on Steve Trang. It was a lot of fun, actually, and you guys got to see some like real conversations. The very first leads we spoke to were signed contracts, and there's nothing better than just learning from calling live leads. And it was great. And I can't give enough props to Lead House because I can't tell you how many. There's just a lot of lead providers out there. Some are good, some are okay. These guys just deliver. It's consistent. That deal, I called a lead that came in within the hour today on the deal desk, and I got the signed contract. After the show's over, I got the signed contract. The week before that, the lead came in. From the time the lead came into the signed contract was 25 minutes. The day before that, another one call close. So obviously you have to be good on your acquisitions game, but the very first step is you gotta have somebody in front of you that wants to sell and needs to sell. If you don't have that in front of you, I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. But today, I'm bringing on a good friend of mine. He ran the Closers Olympics. He's known as the Fire Damage King. And I just really like his style and his delivery and his process. And let's bring him up. Mr. Elijah, how are you, sir?
Doing good. How you doing, Sir Steven?
I'm doing great, man. It's been a while since we've done these live calls together, man. How are things for you? What's new? What's been going on?
Yeah, no, it's been a while. You know, we've been connected with the clean cut assassin over here.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, still making offers daily. We're doing more nationwide wholesaling, mainly 6 main states. You know, mainly Arizona, California, Texas, Florida, Georgia,
Awesome.
A couple parts of Hawaii. But that's been the main focus. Working a lot of PPL leads, and now, you know, just really starting to. Now that we've seen the market shifting, which I thought was going to happen like for the last 2-3 years. Finally starting to shift which was due for it, and really just doubling down on fire damage niche, probate deals, and going after multi-stack data in locally in my market, because I just want to increase my cash flow now.
Yeah, that's amazing. Congrats. And before we really dig in, you have some closer affirmations you want to go through. But before we get into that, I kind of just want to bring up Lead House. Let them tell people who they are, what they do, how are they different. That's one of the most important questions. We got Drew and Craig. What's up, fellas?
What's up?
Yo, what's happening?
Good to see you guys again, man. You guys, I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, I've tried a lot of lead providers, and I'm just really happy with what you guys do. And I mean, 3 back-to-back one call closes. You know, obviously I've been doing it for a while, I've experience, but the leads are, I mean, the motivation's there. You know, can you guys first introduce, for the people that's first time seeing you guys, who you are, maybe a little bit about your background real quick, and then why are you different? What makes Lead House so special?
No doubt. I'll go first. I'm Craig, real estate investor, entrepreneur, and yeah, just all around cool dude. Me and Andrew built this system for my past real estate investing business, wholesale. In the past, I don't know if I ever really spoke on it, but I actually got sued in the TCPA litigator, act thing back in 2019, 2020. After that, I knew, and I didn't want to get myself caught in that position again. So I reached out to Andrew, who is one of the best media buyers in the world. Me and him went to high school together, and we built this process and this algorithm based on what I think was a lead, and just launched it. It worked very well. And then we put it out to the public.
Yeah. And like Craig said, my name's Drew. I've been doing digital marketing for the last 20 years. I got a master's degree in business. My first job was at a digital marketing agency. I was doing SEO, PPC for local dentists, lawyers, landscapers, things like that. After that, I joined up with one of my mentors who was launching an online coaching brand. This is kind of like 2017. So if you could get into online high ticket coaching in 2017, it was kind of like the wild, wild west when it comes to like Meta ads and Google ads. So we got to the point where we launched a brand that was doing about $30,000 a day in net revenue, all digital products. I've over the last 20 years, then I've started my own e-commerce agency. And then over the last 20 years, I've spent over $100 million on paid ads just on Meta alone. So when Craig came to me and wanted to build out the system, I kind of treat it like my e-commerce brain, where, if you're doing e-commerce, you're trying to convince someone to pull out their credit card and purchase a product from seeing one ad, right? Seeing one thing and then that impulsive buy. So how can you, to be able to do that, but to get someone to fill out information is a lot easier. But where do you bridge that gap to where you can get the right person to fill out the information? So what we really do and what really makes us different is we built our algorithm based off sellers, not based off properties. We talk about, a lot of people are getting their data and information from the MLS. Maybe they're getting it from tax records, pre-foreclosures, things like that. A lot of that data is old and it's really focusing on properties, right? But properties don't have motivation. Sellers have motivation. So for us, it's like our leads are people who maybe their credit score is dropping. Maybe they're applying for personal loans. Maybe they're researching divorce attorneys. Maybe they're looking up information about probate. We focus on all of that type of data. People who are searching and participating in online activities relating to any of those things, because that signals us that maybe they're about to inherit a house. Maybe they're about to go through a divorce. Maybe they're going through a tough financial situation. And then we worry about if they're a homeowner second, right? And when you get to that level and you focus on the motivation, you're more likely to get a one-call close than focusing on the property. There's a lot of people that have properties that might be interested in selling, but they don't need to sell. It's the person and what they're going through in their life that makes them need to sell. And that's what sets us apart from probably everyone else, is like the way we thought about that. And we've been building this out for 5 years. It wasn't something that's been done overnight to put out these processes. So what we do is we can launch these campaigns where it's all white glove. We do it for you. You just tell us what your market is and what your buy box is, and we can use our algorithm, our creatives, our everything in a box, business in a box, to be able to generate those leads for you. And then we also do that exclusivity for you and your market. So you're not competing with 5 other wholesalers in your market for the same exact lead that you might buy from one of our competitors.
No, that is great. Focus on the people, not the properties. Properties aren't motivated. It's the people. This whole business is people. This whole business is people. And I mean, you guys have been, I always tell people, this stuff is an investment. I think inbound marketing is one of the best ways to generate great quality leads and close a lot of deals, because it really depends on who's closing them as well. But what I'm going to do, because you guys don't just accept anybody as you should, and you don't just accept anybody, because this isn't a one size fits all. It's not for everybody. Some people that started maybe this week or are brand new, I don't encourage people any inbound marketing because it's an investment. But for those of you that have been doing this, maybe you guys close a few deals here and there, you're going to be very happy with the quality of the leads. They focus on the people, not the properties. I love that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop a link in the chat where people can learn a little bit more about you, maybe schedule a call, see if it's a good fit. And another thing I really like about you guys is that we don't have to get in a bidding war for these leads. You guys offer, I know you guys offer different options for people, but market exclusivity is one of the things I really like. Can you touch a little bit more about that and why you're doing it that way?
I would say that we do it that way because we're in this business ourselves. So we just have learned from all the negative experiences we've had working with some of our, now competitors. There's no feeling like showing up to a house that you have an appointment for and there's 3 people pulling in behind you to talk to them as soon as you go out the door and just undercut your number that you guys had just agreed upon, right? There's nothing worse than that. So our leads come in instantaneously. The second they reach us, they get sent to you. It's almost like we're partners. So we generate the lead and you get it instantaneously. So in theory, depending on if you have processes of, the CRMs with texting, instant calls, the things like that, you could be talking to these people within seconds of them raising their hand and saying, I need help with this situation. You could be on the phone with them in seconds. So there's no way for that to really have that competition. We know for a fact with our competitors, because we've used them, that these leads will come to them they'll get put onto a database where then people can have access to bid upon them. And then at some point, someone buys them. And then not only that they also could be, that same lead could be generated by another one of their competitors, sold to someone else. And they could also be selling the same lead to multiple people on the platform. And you just don't know how they're doing. There's no real transparency with it. So what we do is we do market exclusivity, which means we launch our system in that market. And we will not, if we have calls all the time with people who say, I want to work in, Tennessee. It's like, so unfortunately, we have a partner who has exclusivity in the whole state of Tennessee. They're paying for that because they want to be our only partner. And those are the deals that they get. They get the hottest leads and exclusivity on that. We have a guy who's been in Wilmington, North Carolina, who's had exclusivity on that market for a year and a half now. Just closed it over a 6-figure commercial property deal last month from our lead. So
that's amazing. Oh yeah. Touch a little bit more about the commercial, guys. I mean, that's something that you kind of recently launched.
Yeah.
You don't really see that too often, like PPC commercial. Like, how does that work?
Yeah. I mean, essentially it's the same thing. We're still tracking people going through the same types of things, but most likely either it's a straight inheritance, right? Or they were an investor or still are an investor at this point. Maybe it's a guy who he bought 50 acres of land, chopped it all up, and he was going to develop or whatever, and he ran it across hard times. Or maybe you got a mobile home park seller or a self-storage seller. Same thing, just different assets. It works really, really well. You just got to be a little flexible on your buy box. You know what I mean? But if you're doing commercial assignments, commercial wholesale stuff, yeah, it's super hot. There's no competition, none.
Yeah, that's amazing. Awesome. Anything you guys want to tell the people before we get on here?
Yeah, get at us ASAP. We'll be in Phoenix next month, so all you investors want to link up with us, holler at us. We'll be out there.
Awesome. Guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Yeah, let's make some money.
Let's do it.
All right. Dang. No, those guys are awesome, man. They always
It's official.
They're just different. They just over deliver. Like, I don't know what else to say. They over deliver. So that's awesome. So Elijah, let's go back to your story.
Okay.
We're talking about fire damage properties, and then we could talk a little bit more about your call affirmations. I think that's pretty interesting.
Sure. So like I said, I've been doing real estate wholesale deals since 2004. So I'm literally in my 21st year. Yeah.
You're
so
OG, huh?
Yeah, for
Before
sure.
it became all popular.
See, luckily, I'm in the land of the gurus out here in Arizona. All right. So I had to find, my way to separate myself from all the other, gurus and wholesalers. There's more wholesalers and investors than there are rappers now these days. So, I wanted to separate myself from everybody else. So I used to do club promotions before I got into real estate. And I used to have a street team. I used to have like 15-man street team when I was like 17 years old. Pass out 1 million flyers, get 100 people at the club. If you want to go to the club, you want to talk to people, pass out the flyers, I give you access. So I had some value proposition to put a street team together. So by the time I started doing real estate, I took 5 of my hitters who are my street team, I made my door knock team. And so that's where I was able to add value when it's 122 degrees out here in Arizona. Nobody want to knock on the foreclosures. I had my team knock on it, and that allowed me to really separate myself from a lot of other investors, which allowed me to make relationships with some of the big dogs out here. So that really helped kind of, started separating me from a lot of people. But everything was cool. 04, 05, 06, even 07. Everybody's running it up. Everybody looked like they're millionaires. Everybody looked like a couple years ago out here when the hedge funds were ringing. Then 08, hit everybody, and then got hit with the humble pie. 08 hit, and then I was like literally 2, maybe 3 weeks away from having to go and get a job because I wasn't closing any deals. That's when I stumbled into doing probate deals. Probate deals led me to city violation. City violation deals led me to fire damage, and I started going after fire damage deals. A lot of people don't go after these. They're not sure how to find them. They're not sure how to analyze them. They're not sure the conversation, who's going to buy them, how to analyze repairs. So I asked the big dogs, like, what do you guys do with them? And they're like, nah, it's a waste of time, Elijah. So I'm like, if it's a waste of time, if you guys are running from them, I'm running towards them, right?
Yeah.
So I started doing those. Did that for like 3-4 years. Did really well. Then I figured out I got with the public adjuster, and he broke down the insurance side of it for me, and so that you can actually help this homeowners. The homeowners 80% of the time they're only getting 80% of the money, but they don't know it. They assume they pay 100% of the premiums, they get 100% payout. So I'm able to go in there with my policy expert, and he'll review their declaration, their insurance policies, and the report. And if he doesn't find at least another $50,000, $100,000 more than what they offer them, he won't even work it because it's not worth his time. However, if he does find an extra $50,000, $100,000 more in addition to what they pay them, the homeowner keeps 100% of whatever the insurance company offered them, and they get 50% of any new money that he happens to find. He gets the other 50%, which he splits with me. And so now I help him. I'll buy the wholesale property from him. I'll buy it from the fire damage property and wholesaler or flip it myself. I'll help him with the insurance money and get more insurance money than they thought was possible if it's available. And then I'll help him replace that asset because, these are usually mom and pops or investors. If it's a primary or investment, I have realtors or other inventory. I know how much they're getting paid. I know when they're going to get paid. And I'm the reason they're getting paid. So I get to serve them in 3 ways, and I get paid in 3 ways on deals that everybody else is overlooking.
You get paid in 3 ways.
Yes, sir.
Wow. So, man, you got in early. You did something that a lot of people run away from.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of became really familiar. And you're helping out with people with stuff they don't even know existed.
Correct.
Amazing, man. So how did you get, how did you get so good on the phones? How did you transition that skill set? I mean, were you just kind of like one day you woke up, tell me a little bit more about how you got really good at closing deals over the phone.
Sure. I'll take it back to when I was probably like 6, 7 years old. I had my sister and I, we used to play the charades game. Mm-hmm. You guys remember charades, and you have to kind of be animated and execute and think. And so at a young age, I used to play that. I used to just really like that game a lot. And then I used to, the teachers, because I used to have ADD, as you guys could probably imagine. And I would, the teachers will have me go to different classes and allow me to tell Goldilocks and the 3 Bears story. And so I got a chance to get used to telling stories and talking, And so as I was able to kind of get that kind of advance, I probably worked at every call center in Arizona at one point in time. And I just saw I'm good at talking to people. I'm good at closing. I'm good at connecting. And so after doing that for a while, I saw like what pays me the most for every time I hear the word yes. Because I know I have the skill set. I don't mind rejection. I kind of thrive off of rejection. I have an ebook, Master the Art of the No. So when I hit no, all right, now we're starting. All right. So didn't work well in school. I got in trouble a lot in school with that technique, but transitioned well for sales and closing. And so once I found real estate, it paired a lot of my relationship building and only person that matters in the universe effect I learned in Club Promotions, as well as my sales technique and ability to close and lead them to the end goal. So that's how I got the skill set.
It's funny you bring that up, Club Promotion. I used to do that like right after high school. And it's, it's funny because, real estate is a people's business. And you just got to learn how to talk to people, whether you're promoting something, whether you're solving problems or call centers. And I think as long as people get good at serving people, I think they're going to be successful in this business, because at the end of it, that's what it's all about, is serving others. But so you have call affirmations. I'm going to go ahead and share what you sent me here. Sure. And I want you to kind of walk us through this. How did you come up with this? How has this helped you? Let me pull it up here.
Sure. Okay. As you're pulling it up, I think you hit it right in the right vein. Is we're serving people and having that attitude of servitude, and understand that you have a God divine right to be on the phone, to talk to these people, to help these people out of these tough situations. Remember, what we think about, we bring about. And when I first started, when I was 21, by the time I'm 23, I'm making more money than most of my friends' parents, right? So nobody could tell me anything. I was traveling, burning all my bread, going to Puerto Rico, going to Amsterdam, spending all the money, and not realizing all the self-destruction I'm causing myself and all the self-sabotaging I was doing to myself. Wow. It wasn't until I got with, Dr. Eric Thomas, E.T. the hip hop preacher, started really work on personal development, really understand success as an inside out game. And your level of success is going to determine of your level of development you're willing to do on yourself when no one's watching. And so a big part of that started that change in my mind is, you see my vision board back there. I have a vision boards up there, and I'm super big on affirmations. What we think about, we bring about. Words matter. Thoughts become things. Right. And so When you're on the phones, as you guys know, especially some of you guys been in the game for a while, you know you're on the phones. Guess what happens? You're getting cursed at. You're getting screamed at. You're getting verbally abused daily, all right? Daily, all right? They're not telling you you're a great person. Thank you so much. They're like, hey, you piece of, get off my phone, you vampire bloodsucker. So you get told that enough and you don't have anything reinforcing who you truly are, it could get very depressing. You get burnt out. You could go ahead and just say this is not for you, especially if you're in a slump. So especially if those people are in a slump or hasn't really took flight, these pre-call affirmation, super valuable. What I recommend, if you guys reach out to me on Instagram, I'll give it a little later on Elijah Rubin. I will go ahead and send you these pre-call affirmations as my personal value gift to the family. I highly recommend if you have a team, everybody does these all together. Everybody hop on the call. Everybody does it. If it's just you by yourself, you do it. I highly recommend you throw on some instrumentals, throw on some hip hop instrumentals or whatever instrumentals you like. So, you change the energy, you change your mindset, and then you read these out loud with some passion. Understand that if you believe it, they're going to believe it. Okay. So,
that's great. I appreciate you sharing this with us. I think it's important. One thing that you said that a lot of people struggle with is you embrace rejection. You have, thick skin. How can people, people that want to get better on the phones that are not used to rejection? Because I know when I first started in this business, I used to do door to door, and like the first time somebody yelled at me, I'm like, what did I do wrong? Like, I'm just telling you information, but over time, it became, it got easier and easier. But when you're doing this stuff on the phones, it's a little bit different. What do you advise to other people on how they can improve their skill set over the phone or learn how to really embrace rejection?
Sure.
People over the phone.
Yeah, no, I think that's one of the key elements of being a legitimate, bona fide, serious closer, your relationship with rejection. Right. I think that's really important that you just got really dialed into the conversation you're having with yourself once you hear rejection. So I'm going to give you a mindset frame, and then I'm going to give you a technique you can use as well. So the mindset frame is if they happen to reject you, they happen to hang up on you, curse you out, whatever that happens, that's not part of what you wanted to have happen, don't hold on to it. Don't take it personal. It's not you. And that's why I think at the very beginning, I took it personal. Like I have braids. They know I can't buy the property. They know I'm a minority. I don't got no degree. They know I'm a fraud. So all these self-limiting thoughts basically start coming up when you start getting evidence that you're not good, evidence that they're upset, evidence that you're getting berated. So if you're able to shake it off your shoulders, dust it off your shoulder, like, hey, on to the next one. I don't need 100 yeses. I need one yes from a seller. One yes from the buyer, it's time to eat. So that's the right frame of mind you want to go through, knowing that if you knew for a fact, you could get $10,000 if all you had to do is go through 100 no's. How eager would you be to get to those 100 no's? Because you're not sure when that 10,000, 1,000 is coming. You're like, oh, it's gonna be forever. It might be 50, 500 no's. Who cares? As long as you know, eventually, I just need one yes. When you have that frame, and then when you understand what each yes is worth, then you can reverse calculate what each no's worth, and what's going to get you closer to that final yes. So that's so a technique to do for this. Two things you can do. One, I highly recommend you do pre-call affirmation before you start your call. All right. And then another thing to do as well, have your closer's journal next to you. So when you get hit with objection, write it down. When you have that negative self-talk, man, I'm not good at this, man. This is horrible. Write it down. Get it out of you. You don't want that closer's baggage going into the next call with you. So take a moment, write it down, get it out of you. And then a good technique, especially if you're starting out and you're struggling with dealing with rejection, you're struggling making a low ball offer that they're going to hang up on me. They're going to know. I've been there. I know it's like. I highly recommend, and I did this in a challenge I did a couple years ago. What you want to do, you want to go to OfferUp and just make 50% offers on, irons, on stovetops, on appliances. You just get used to making offers, calling somebody, making offers. The stakes are low. And if they say yes, you can buy it. Or it's like, let me think about it. I got to pray about it, whatever. But the goal is to get used of making lowball offers, feeling the fear, feeling the butterflies, wanting to eject and hang up the phone and staying in the fire. And by you staying in there, you develop more confidence. So when you're on a call with the seller, you make the offer and you're just quiet and let the silence do the closing for you.
Oh, that is great advice. I love that. You go and offer up, offer a 50% offer, get those jitters out, just get the hang of just getting rejection, right? If you guys knew there was a $10,000 deal and you have to go through 100 no's, I mean, go through those 100 no's as fast as possible. A lot of people think, including myself when I first started, like some people just give up too early. Like it took me 8 months to get my first deal. Some people quit their first month, 2 months, like this isn't working. It's not for me, and failure is just part of success, obviously, in all businesses, but especially this, you have to really embrace rejection, focus on the people, serve the people, find out what is their problem, what solution can I offer, and embrace the no's and getting yelled at and stuff. I think eventually you do this so long where there's nothing that can really phase you over the phone. I don't know. I'm sure you've been called some things over the phone that some people will start crying or something, but it's not you. It's them. And you just got to roll it off your back. And dude, that's awesome. I appreciate you sharing that.
For sure.
Okay. So are we ready to make some calls here?
You know what I came for? You know what I'm here for? All right. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
So looks like the first one is in California.
So what I want to do real quickly, because I like to walk it like I talk it, right? I don't want to say you guys do pre-call formations, then like, well, you start making calls. So I want to prime my mind and prime my soul that I have this divine right to do what I'm about to do right here in front of all you guys. All right. So let me just get my instrumentals up real quick. So I just have a little. We should have queued that out. I'm just gonna put this in the back, and then I'm just gonna read these, and then we're gonna get right to it. All right. Let me just pull this up real quick. Let me get a nice little track here for myself. All right. So let me just pull this up. Okay. All right. So as you guys hear that, I'm just gonna read this here. Get the vibes. You just want to get your own little vibes together. You just want to get your own vibes. This is your life. All right, you guys ready? Let's get it. I'm an elite achiever. I am a trusted advisor. These people need my help and my advice, regardless if they're aware of it or not. We create win-win solutions. We are the best option alive, and it's my job to help them see that. I'm the best solution engineer alive. I will apply extra effort while providing additional value to everyone I come in contact with. I handle objections with ease and provide simplified solution with speed. I consistently get better and better on every call. On every call, it's sell or be sold. Let's go. All right, what's the first one?
Man,
let's dive.
Man, that was amazing.
That's
good, man.
Thank you. And then make your first dial. Don't go and get a soda. Don't go and check emails. Make your first dial right after that.
All right. Well, you ready?
Yeah, let's go. I'm dialing the first one. Gary.
All right. Let's go ahead. I'm going to mute myself here.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging.
A double dollar real quick. All right, I'm going to send her a text real quick. I highly recommend double dialing, texting with it. It makes a difference. And I make something super generic, super simple. I say, good afternoon, name. This is Elijah with We Buy House. I don't put my actual company because they never remember your company. We Buy House. That's what I'm calling you about. You reached out to us several days ago or several minutes ago with regards to selling your property on XYZ Street. Are you still looking to sell this property? That I've got a lot of good response back with these people now.
Why
Sometimes
do people double dial, Elijah? Can you share with the people why they should always double dial?
the reason why you want to double dial, because the only people who call you like that are going to people usually, you know, most sales professionals, salespeople, you dial one time because you got a lot of leads you need to get to. So only people usually double dial you is a family member, a friend, or a coworker, and it appears to be something might be wrong or something might be up or someone really needs to get a hold of you. And so that increases your likelihood of somebody saying, yeah, answering the call. And that's all you want at the end of the day.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Next one looks good too. New Jersey, bad. Need to sell ASAP.
Okay, let me just put the address in real quickly here so I can send this text, and then I'll hit that next one next right here. All right, here we go. And I got it. Okay, on to the next one. This New Jersey boy. All right, let's get this one called out. The number looks a little off, but we'll see.
Please leave your message for 8. Please leave your message for 856.
All right, so let me do send them a text. Yeah.
What's the next one here? These people may call you back, by the way.
Exactly.
This one just came in. It's a divorce lead in
Down here?
Texas.
Okay. I'll call this one right now.
You see that one?
Yeah, this one, Gail.
No. Mr. Benitez right there. Yeah.
Oh, this. Gotcha. Okay. Calling
Just came in.
Let's hit it. Let's hit it right now. How do you say his name? Ogierd?
Yeah. Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna butcher it. Mr.
Just say Mr.
Mr.
Benitez.
Benitez for sure. Come on, buddy. Oh.
The wireless company.
Dang, that's like 92 rings. I thought you only got like 4 rings on these things. You must got the extended one. Double dial them up. And why is it double dialing? That's when you get the other text ready. Oh. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Benitez?
Sí,
Poquito hablas inglés.
no,
Nada.
nada,
Ah, está bien. La familia, poquito hablas inglés?
no,
I see.
no,
La familia, ¿cuánto cuestas dólares por su casa?
280,000.
Hey, so that's all I got. I'm only 800 days on Duolingo, so that's all I got, buddy. I'm gonna have one of my coworkers here follow up with you in Spanish. Okay.
Okay,
I thought you didn't speak English. What do you know? How do you say okay? No, it's okay, Mr. Benitez. I'll have him call you. Okay.
okay.
You are still selling your house? Oh dang! Got him to start talking English probably.
That's right. Go get another one. So he wanted 280. Let's hit another one there.
Yeah, for sure. We hit all these.
Maybe Gail Williams sounds
Yep.
more English.
Yeah. Hey, you saw I used all the Spanish I had. That's all I had.
I didn't even know you spoke Spanish.
Bro, I'm 800 days on Duolingo, bro.
Wow, 800 days.
People think I'm already Dominican, Colombian, Cuban, Puerto Rican already. So I might also learn it.
Let's see, Gail. She's in New York.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going, Gail?
Good.
Gail, this is Elijah here. You filled out a form on my website saying that you're looking to sell your property out there in North Bangor.
Yeah.
Are you still looking to sell this one? Gail, you there? Hello, hello. You hit the mute. Did you hit the mute button, Gail? You can call her back.
Yeah, call her back.
For sure, for sure. Her phone died. The signal died. Dang. It looks like she's in a bad reception. I'm gonna give her 10 seconds.
If not, just hit the next one.
Yep. Give her one last call.
The number you are calling is not accepting your call. Please hang up.
Okay. We'll just have to call her back. All right. On to the next one. Is that an address or is that a parcel number? Oh, that's for 24 acres. Okay. Let's see what they're talking.
So,
I might need some help with those numbers because PropStream is horrible with parcel numbers. So I might need some comp support on this one.
I got you.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
So one just came in as well.
Bobby? Okay.
Bobby, yep.
I'll hit him.
Need to sell and pay off some debt. Dang.
Sounds like the right type of conversation.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach.
Okay, let's move right on to him. South Carolina. See what my guy's talking.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
This is Elijah. You filled out a form saying you're looking to sell your property in South Carolina.
Thanks. Please stay on the line.
Is that like an Apple thing?
I know. I don't know if it's Apple or Google. It's still not a fan of it, but it is what it is.
New iOS. Yeah, new Apple. That's what it seems like. I never really understood. I never
I'm
heard
sorry,
of
this person is not available. If you would like to leave an addition.
The one more double dial.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Elijah, following back up with your house to sell.
Thanks, Elijah. Please stay on the line.
Might need to go with a different name. Maybe Elijah's scaring them. This is James McCarl. How's it doing, darling? I'm out here talking about that dear property here. Going to answer this call real quick. I like to have a good time.
Well, you got that Southern accent too.
I'm telling you, watch if I catch somebody, I close deals with that.
This person is not.
He don't want to talk.
They don't want to talk to Elijah. Cool. All right. Do we call this one Marco?
No, I don't think you did.
Cool. All right, I'm just looking at my call log. Going through. Only need one. That's the best part about this business.
Hi, you record your name.
Oh,
I'll see if this person is available.
This is Elijah. You filled out a form on my website saying you're looking to sell your property in El Paso. Come on, Marco.
Thanks. Please stay on the line. I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an additional message, please reply after the tone.
All right, on to the next one.
Welcome to the voicemail.
3133325.
Welcome to the voicemail.
At the voicemail. On to the next one.
Damn, that was horrible.
I know it didn't ring. It just went right to voicemail.
Oh, this one's Lakeland. Lakeland's a good area.
Yep, Florida.
Yep.
Your neck of the woods.
Yes, sir. Dang, this guy filled out a form. Let's see.
Yeah.
But it looks like, let me see.
Hey, how's it going, Alan?
Who's this?
Alan, this is Elijah here. You filled out a form on our website saying that you're looking to sell your property in Lakeland.
I already sold it.
You already sold it? Really? When does it close escrow?
It closes, which is really none of your business.
The reason
but it
being-
closes next week.
Congratulations, first and foremost, Alan. And if anything happens to fall through, I don't want that to happen. Call me back, okay? You got to at least take your shot. Take your shot. On to the next one.
I love, whoops. What I do here? I say, I love your attitude. Babe, before you call the next one,
Sure.
let's give some time to cool off.
Sure.
Hey, some people they'll post their house for sale, and I want to see how you handle this, because this
Sure.
is something that happens with everybody. Some people, including myself, like they'll post their property for sale with an agent. Maybe they're upset with the agent, then they fill out a form online. How do you personally go about that? What do those conversations sound like?
So when somebody fills out a form and it's already listed,
Yeah.
okay, and that's unfortunately that's the trade-off, right? For going after using PPL versus going after deep, hard to find, motivated sellers. So if you go after deep, motivated, hard to find sellers, you might only talk to maybe 4 to 7 people the whole week, maybe, because you're down a lot of numbers. You're trying to find this person. You don't know if any of those numbers, they're trying not to be found, right? PPL, you're going to talk to a lot more people, which is the benefits of it, but not everybody, not all leads are treated equal. A lot of sellers, they're more savvier. They know, they're smart enough to at least fill out 9 forms, not just 1 form, and they want to shop, unfortunately. So as long as you understand that and just be aware that is the name of the game if you're doing PPL, and understand that, so don't get bent out of shape over it. So with that frame in mind, way I like to do this. So if I talk to the seller and he's like, I see that's listed, we'll talk with the seller and say, hey, so after I talk, are you still looking to sell the house? Yes, I'm still looking to sell the house. Great. Looks like you had the property listed here for $280,000 for the last 110 days on market. Have you gotten some good offers? I want to poke the pain. I want them to tell me, no, my realtor sucks. No, I got the wrong person. No offers coming in. Oh, I'm just getting a bunch of lowball offers. So usually they say no offers, or I haven't got any offers I like. I say, I use this as an opportunity to price anchor them. So I say, really? Low offers? So what, you've been getting offers like what, 120, 150? Is that what? Oh, no, I didn't get anything low. I got like 210. Like, wow. You got 210? Why didn't you go with that offer? Why didn't you take that? Like, if you have the number, I will call them right now and take that number if it's still available. But most likely they offer that high number because they really can't deliver, unfortunately. So after I shift that from them, then I want to shift the frame as far as and put the onus back on them. So I want to say, hey, what's your end goal here? What are you trying to get accomplished here? Are you looking to try to squeeze every nickel you can out of this property over the next 6-7 months and see if your realtor can get you that retail? I mean, that needle, the needle in the thread, or are you looking for a simple, easy, reliable, guaranteed offer so that you officially move forward? What are you looking to get accomplished? And so that allows them to take a stance. Well, no, I need the most amount of money. Or, well, if you could get it done, what would that number look like? Now I'm easing them off of, I need my retail number. I'm not taking anything lower. And then another one I like to use too is, especially if I have a good vibe. If you're dealing with red sellers, do not do this. All right, you will get hung up on. All right, but if you deal with people have a little bit more talkative, a little bit more cooler, lackadaisical vibe, I tell them this. I say, as far as the property goes, I got some good news and I got some bad news for you. What do you want to start with? Give them the option. Most people said bad news. All right, well, and it's regardless to say good news or bad news, I always start with the good news, right? I'm like, the good news is I'm interested in the property. Okay, I'm definitely interested in buying. I'm interested in moving forward. The bad news is I'm probably not going to get you exactly what you wanted, but as part of the good news, as I mentioned, I'm probably still going to get you more than what you need. Okay. Now, if they just did what Steven did, I just got them mentally to agree that they're not getting. How do I know what they need? I don't know what they need, but I'm telling them, hey, you're not going to get what you want, but I'm going to get you more than I need. So you're going to be fine. If they say yes without us talking numbers, they are following your lead. You are leading them as a good shepherd would do. All right. And so what you end up doing is really just kind of get them like, all right, well, how much do you really start asking? What do you owe on a mortgage? Where are you going to go next to? How much do you need at a bare minimum? And then if they start willing to walk you through those numbers, you have a way higher probability to get a real deal versus just locking up a contract that you're not going to move.
Dang, there's lots of digest there. One thing I like that you poke the pain. Why do you poke the pain, and how do you does that let people guard down? Does that open them up? How does that transition into somebody that is more comfortable with you?
Yeah, so you poke the pain because no pain, no gain. If they have no motivation to sell the property, they're going to use a realtor. It'll take a year. It doesn't matter to them. A lot of these people are delusional, or they just have a hard time. My 20-year career, I understand most people have poor coping mechanisms and even worse financial literacy. All right. Wow. So if you're able to position yourself not just as another investor with cash, not just a generic wholesaler, but really transition yourself to be a trusted advisor. And a trusted advisor is somebody I could talk to you about. Hey, I'm going to give to you straight. Is that okay? All right. And you poke the pain so that they could become agreement. They could be in some agreement as far as, yeah, what I wanted doesn't look like it's quite happening. And then I thought, well, what happens? I know you wanted 280,000, but what happens if you don't get it? What's the plan? Now I'm walking through. I don't have a plan. I'm praying, and I think God's going to send me the money, which it could be a plan, but that's not an effective plan. Because what happens if that doesn't work out? And then I start walking through, lights going to get shut off, family's going to leave. What does that make you feel? What does that leave you? Is that worth trying to squeeze a couple more nickels? And by me doing that, it softens them up, allows them to explore other options that their usual previous mind wouldn't allow them to.
Yeah, no, that's really good stuff. I think there's a lot of things where sometimes people starting out, they may overcomplicate the process, and the questions you're asking, you're really trying to just get more information out of somebody. You're not really using any used car salesman tactics to try to pressure them. You're just asking questions, and they're just talking to you. Correct. It's all a conversation.
100%.
Awesome. Okay, let's try calling a few more here. Looks like one came in here. Drema Davis. Let me see.
What's up, Drema? Let's talk, Drema. You know, I do that too. That's another little tip to do. A, it makes it fun for yourself. But B, remember we talked about manifestation, laws of attraction, right? Hey, Drema, you ready to take this call? I'll say that just joking to myself as I'm dialing it. A lot of times I end up answering. This is not one of those, all right?
At the tone, please.
I want to do it again.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying.
All right.
It's dead.
No worries. So which one was I on? That was Andrews.
Call whoever you want here.
Yep. I'm just going. I think. Let's see. Did I call this one already? 352. Call this one. Nope, I did not. All right, cool. I'm calling this one.
Oh, look at this one. Dang, there's a few fire ones here. So I ran out of money to build a house on it, and I need money to pay some bills. Vacant land, family died. I mean, there's some
good that one now. So and remember, we don't, at the end of the day, and I'm glad you mentioned that, Steven. we don't buy houses, we're buying urgency. All right. When you buy urgency and equity, there's a deal to be had where you can help them out of their situation and you can help investor make profit or yourself. So look to buy urgency, look for motivation. And that's why it seems like, hey, this one's a good one because there's some sincere motivation there.
Oops.
Do we have the Addy?
I think this is one of those land ones. I'll look it
Okay.
up.
Okay.
You can, if he gives the address, I'll just mute you or whatever.
Got it. Okay.
And then there's another new one that just came in. Mr. Smith there.
John?
Number 14. Yep. Dang, I ran out of money to build a house. And I need money
Sheesh.
for bills. I mean, that's
Ouch. You didn't know you could run out of money? What happened? Did you just not get the budget right, or did a contractor rip you off? You give them enough for them to blame somebody else, you know. And the fastest way to find a common friend is to find a common enemy. All right, and like, oh, the damn contractor got you, huh? Or you had nobody to help you. The financial advisor didn't get you right. All right, so let's call him now. The last one did not answer. Call this one.
You go ahead and leave a number there. I'll get back with you.
And double dial him.
You go ahead and leave a number there. I'll get back with you.
All right.
Hey, before you call some more, while some come in, I wanted to ask you
Sure.
your approach. I know that you focus on fire damage and stuff like that.
Mhm.
That's your sweet spot. But is your approach any different when it comes to a fire damage versus, I don't know, a regular house, or like, do you approach it differently? Like, what does that sound like when you do those things?
Yeah, it is definitely different. You can't because you're dealing with different set of dynamics and variables.
Mhm.
It's super important to position yourself as that trusted advisor, not just another money hungry shark investor. Because you have to understand what happens at a fire. You had a fire, right? Fire happens. Think of all the people that not only are you out there in your robe and you just lost everything. You got the firefighter people there. You got the ambulance there. You got the board of people there. You got the fencing people there. You had the public adjusters there. You had the temporary housing people there, all trying to talk to you. So you're kind of shell shocked. So I kind of recommend a lot of our students and people in the past that unless you're more experienced, wait about 3 days after the fire before you approach it. Because these people, I mean, they lost everything. Nobody woke up today. I hope I lose my house to fire. It happens, right? So after you wait 3 days, you want to do we preach in our program the 3 E's, and that's the way you're able to establish yourself as a trusted advisor. All right, so you want to empower them. You want to empower them with options. All right, so just because the insurance company told you need to pay this doesn't mean you have to accept that number. And most people think whatever the insurance tells them they got to do, or so they got to go to timeout. And they don't want to get dropped by the insurance carrier, so they never dispute them. Especially a lot of minority communities, they just don't know how to read the policy, they don't know how to dispute it, so they just take whatever they could get, right? So I like to empower them. I like to empathize with them. So understand your situation, where you're at. What did you lose any dogs? Did you lose any animals? Did you lose any personal documents? How are you doing? Do you need a trauma support counselor? And if you lost a family member, these are things no other wholesaler is asking. Do you need a counselor to talk to? But now you're positioning yourself as somebody I want to lead with value. I'm not even asking about the house. I want to know, what are you in temporary housing? Are you safe? Did you lose anything important? Do you need your documents? Do you need to find your passports? I have links for all these different things, resources. I want to add tremendous value right off the bat. And then once they open up to you and they'll talk to you a little bit, yes, I could use this. Yes, I'm here. Yes. How's the insurance company treating you? Are they treating you right? Are you treating fair? Are you at a hotel or Airbnb? Based on their response, they're going to tell me, are they getting a raw deal, or are they being taken care of? And then I'm able to transition into, that trusted advisor. Like, well, if you want to keep the house, we help families keep the house. If that's what you want to do, we're restoration companies, building companies that I could refer to you. You want to get multiple bids. Just don't go what the insurance company referral is. Give yourself the best chance to get the most for your buck. If you decide you don't want to keep it, you just want to sell it, and you want to move into something and you don't want to wait 9 months to rebuild, well, we have the resources to be able to buy the property, help you locate another property based on what you want to do. So tell me, how are you feeling, and what are you thinking you want to do at this time?
Man, that's amazing. Like, you right off the bat, you're trying to add value, give resources, learn more about them, not just going in, hey, here's my offer. This is like, because that's true. I mean, you have a house fire. Can you imagine like the trauma that goes through? Some people lose a lot of personal things. And when you focus on how they feel, what they need, are they being treated fairly? That shows that you really care, which you should.
Mm-hmm.
What about the time frame for these kinds of deals? Is there any different obstacles that affect the time frame than a regular like 30-day close?
Yeah. So when you're able to work, when it comes to fire damage type of project, type of property, not only it depends. If there's insurance involved on the property, then it'll take a little bit more time. If there's no insurance on the property, then it's a lot easier, because you can just treat like a cash deal, close in 30 days, no insurance, no more. I mean, obviously you have to get payoffs and whatnot. Mm-hmm. However, there's a lot of times you could work what's called a supplemental claim. And so 80% of the time, the homeowner's only getting 80% of the money, but they don't know it. They assume they're getting paid the most. So I could go back in there with my policy expert. I could look at the policy limits. I could see that they've been underpaid. Bring my policy expert into the table. The homeowner keeps 100% of any money that's offered from the insurance company to them. And then they keep 50% of any new money my policy expert is able to find for them, which he splits with me. So I can help them replace the property. I can help them find a new property, and I get them more money for that property. And so I'm serving them in 3 ways, and I'm earning in 3 ways on deals that most people overlook. But if I do that supplemental claim, and there's another 50,000, another 80,000 more for them to make, most homeowners like that. It's kind of like, you know how good it feels when you find an extra $20 in your back pocket you forgot about, those jeans over there. It's like that. Like, whoa, I didn't even know I had this money, which offset our purchase price. So now I could give them a lower purchase price, add more value, get them more money than they thought was possible. But you can't just close it as fast, because the insurance company, remember, these are for-profit insurance companies. These are not nonprofit trying to help you. Their fiduciary responsibility is not to the insurer, it's to their stockholder. And so with that being said, they know most homeowners can't stick it out. It's going to take a lot of time. So what they'll end up doing, they will dispute. They'll just put up a bunch of, hey, you need to provide this, you need to provide that, and take months, so that you don't want to dispute it. So you just take whatever they have. Our policy experts know that, and they're saying, hey, if you're using $125 a square foot for a tile, that's not the national average. You're off by $80,000. If you don't pay our client the additional $80,000, we'll litigate this. And now, when it comes to insurance company, if you saw back in 2008, for those of us who was back there, you saw AIG, the big insurance company, they're too big to fail. So they'll always get bailed out. So the dollar amount really doesn't matter to insurance company. What matters to them, how long that claim stays open. If they leave that claim open too long, and too many of them, that's when their insurance rating gets downgraded. And that's when they go out of business. So my policy expert knows that, and he leverages that and say, hey, if you don't pay this out, we're going to go ahead and dispute this. And so, only 1 in 5 family members even disputes a claim. And so they rather just pay it off and make it go away, knowing that no one else, a lot fewer people would even try to dispute it. However, to answer your question on, how long would it take? It could extend your close of escrow additional 60, 90 days sometimes, depending on how much there is. One claim, they paid out $125,000. We got additional $240,000 above what they paid them out.
Wow.
But it took me 6 months to get that deal done. So, because if you close before then, A lot of the insurance policy has these weasel clauses in there that states that if the beneficiary transfer titles, they don't have to pay out the new beneficiary. So you want to keep them in title. You want to wait until the insurance gets paid out and then close the deal. And for the most part.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thanks for sharing that. I don't know if you called number 5 yet, Mr. Spencer.
Let's hit him.
Let's see.
Yes, I don't think I even called number 6. Let me see. Let me check my phone logs. No. Nope. Yep, I haven't had this one. I'm gonna hit this one and then hit that one.
There you go.
Hi. If you record your name and reason for calling,
Everybody has this thing, though.
Everybody got this. This is Elijah. You filled out a form saying you're looking to sell your property in South Carolina.
thanks. Please stay on the line. I'm sorry, this person is not available.
Double dial.
Hi. If you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
This is Elijah. Chris, you filled out a form on my website about your South Carolina property, the divorce property.
Thanks, Chris. Please stay on the line.
All right, on to the next one.
Did the iPhones come out the box with that feature on by default?
Only some of them. Maybe it's the ones they don't know.
Are you calling Spencer?
Yep.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Spencer?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing outrageously blessed. Thank you for asking. Spencer, my name's Elijah. You filled out a form on my website saying that you're looking to sell your property out there in Nebraska.
Yes.
You're still looking to sell this one.
Yes, I am.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, as you can imagine, you went to the website, you filled out the form. You do understand we are real estate investors. So we don't really pay retail for houses. At the same time, we're very realistic. We don't expect you to give away the property. If you get a number that works for you, works for me, we move forward. If not, we simply part as friends. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. So as I'm pulling this property up, I saw you wrote down must relocate. Tell me, what's the story with this one?
I moved out here 5 years ago to help my brother, and he passed away back in 23, and I've kind of been fighting with stuff since then. And I have family back in Colorado that needs me. I have children back there and grandkids back there.
Wow. You have a whole family back in Colorado?
Yes.
And you just came out here just to help your brother?
Yep. That was 5 years ago.
Wow. Wow. You're a good brother. I mean, he must have been really nice to you, or saved you when you was drowning or something?
Well, no, that's the way we were raised. I mean, you help your bro.
For sure. Are you the youngest or the oldest, middle?
Oh, no, I'm the baby.
You the baby?
Yeah, it's just me and the oldest bro now.
All right. Well, see, I'm the baby too.
Ones left.
See, the last of the Mohicans there. I gotcha.
That's it.
Gotcha. Well, hey, you got good karma coming to you, my friend.
Okay.
So if we are able to get something worked out for you, how long did you want this to take? Do you want this done in the next 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years?
Oh, next couple weeks would be great.
Okay.
I would need probably 30 days to be able to move, though.
Okay.
If that wouldn't be a problem.
So if I was able to close it in the next, 3 to 4 weeks, and then give you additional 30 days after you got your money, would that be ideal for you?
That'd be perfect.
Okay. What part of Colorado do you have the family in?
In the Westminster area and Arvada area.
I got it. Okay. And are you married?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. So your wife, where's your wife and the kids? With the kids?
Oh, no, my wife is here. We don't we're raising our grandson now. So
wow, are you serious? Man, you're like
yeah.
Mother Teresa and a prophet. Holy crap, you're helping your brother. Are you raising your brother's kids?
No. This is my wife's daughter.
Your wife's daughter.
This is her boy.
Okay.
So we took him on because I won't let a kid go to foster care. No way.
Wow. We need more people like you.
Not in my family. I won't let a kid go to foster care.
Come on.
No
That's
way.
what I'm talking about. Listen, good things happen to good people. It sounds like you're one of those good people. So I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate you that. A lot of people will say, hey, it's not my responsibility, right?
Right.
You know, and then look where that ends up leaving that child, you know. So
Oh yeah.
super cool. So tell me about the property. It's a 1-bedroom, 1.5, or is it 2-bedroom?
It's a 1.5 bedroom.
Okay, that's really spacious. Okay.
Basically 9-foot walls. House was built in 1919.
Great year.
Yeah, it's just it needs kitchen remodel, bathroom remodel, needs a roof, gutters, front porch needs to be shored up. It needs a little bit of work.
Okay.
The house has a lot of potential. It has a breezeway in between the house and the garage.
Got it.
If I had the money to fix it, I would put a roof from the garage or from the house wall to the garage wall, redo the roof in between there, add more space and more height, and finish that. This place has the potential to have a bedroom and a bathroom in the basement, another bedroom and another bathroom in the area, in the breezeway area, and then a full bedroom and a bathroom here in the house. So this place has a lot of potential. Plus, it's on a corner lot, and the garage is a bigger garage. It's an oversized garage door.
Wow.
It's an 18-foot door.
Spencer, you sound super knowledgeable, my friend. You know,
Oh yeah.
Why you don't want to just keep this and just fix it up and then move?
I would love to, but right now I'm tired of the work situation out here.
What do you do for work?
I have to drive 45 miles one way for
What?
work. And it's all right. It's not bad, but the only problem is the work situation up there isn't that good. There's not that many potentials for somebody my age, 58 years old.
You sound pretty young, my friend. 58 years young. All right.
Yeah. So I have to get back to Colorado where I know people that own
There
construction
you
companies and whatnot, so I can get the job back.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So the roof. So as far as repairs, what type of repairs am I looking at besides the roof? How's the electrical, the plumbing? Foundation? Anything I need to know about?
Foundation's in decent shape.
Okay.
Electrical, yeah, you'd have to redo the electrical and plumbing.
Okay. And then as far as the roof, are the trusses damaged as well,
No. It just needs to be re-roofed.
Okay, re-roof. That's why I don't have to replace all the trusses or anything. Okay.
No.
Okay, good.
No. There's none of that.
And I'm assuming, is anybody staying in there or is it vacant?
Oh no, me and my wife live here.
Oh, that's where you guys live in there.
Live here.
Okay. So that's why you need a little bit of that time. Okay.
Yeah, that way I can get everything packed up and.
Okay. So 30-day close, and then 30-day, we call that post-possession. Okay. And so once we fixed up the property, we put the money into the property. What do you think this property would be worth? Assuming we don't add on, 4 other bedrooms, a bathroom, obviously you can, but if we just fix it the way it is now, and just turn it back, make it nicer, add some appliances, update the kitchen appliances and flooring and whatnot, do those little repairs, what do you think this property would be worth?
Oh, you could sell this place for $90,000, maybe even $100,000. Because it's got great potential. It's got a nice little backyard. It's got a garden area. It's got a propane heater in the garage. It's got a propane heater in the house. You got window units. It doesn't have a HVAC system in it. If this place was fixed up, if I had the money to fix this place up just to do the repairs to it and stay here right now, I would do that.
Got it.
I don't have the money to do that.
Mhm.
So it's in a bind for me. Plus, I need to get back to Colorado where I can help people out.
Yeah, ASAP. No, I'm with you. Let me ask you, as far as the property goes, if I was able to pay cash, no realtor fees, no closing costs, we close in 30 days or less, give you additional 30 days to transition out to, what's the bottom line price you need to have so we have a deal done today for you?
Well, I know it's going to sound high, but I got to have around 50.
Ouch.
Somewhere between 45 and 50.
Mm.
Because I'm going to a state where $50,000 is a down payment.
Right. At best. That might be pay for your parking.
More than 50, sir.
That might be on your parking. You might be paying $50,000 just for parking. So I get it. You're about to go to a different market for sure. So I got good news and I got a little bad news for you. What do you want me to start with?
Okay, well, go ahead and shoot. It don't matter.
All right. Well, I mean, the good news, I think I like you more than I like the property. All right.
Okay.
So no, but honestly, like I said, it has potential, like you said. So, I mean, the bad news is I'm probably not going to be able to get you exactly what you want. Okay. Just so I want to be straight shooter with you.
Okay.
The good news is I am interested and I probably could get you more than what you need and get this deal done for you if you're willing to be flexible.
Okay, let's see. What do you got?
Okay, so the problem is Spencer population is only like 300 people, and there's another property that just sold 201. Well, it's active at 201 East Alice Street, and that one's at 62,000 they're asking for, and that's all fixed up. You know, 1 bedroom, 1.5 bathroom, similarly like yours. So that's what it would be worth once I fix it up in this market. Now, obviously, if things change, interest rates go down, who knows what happens? But I got a plan for the worst. You know, expect the best and let the good just happen. You know. So,
Right.
So do you still have a mortgage on this property?
No.
Good, free and clear. Good for you, my friend.
Yes.
So, you know, if we were able to pay cash, you know, and get you closer to $25,000 as a net number for you, how would that make you feel?
What was the number you said?
25,000.
That's not going to be enough for me to do anything.
Mm.
It's going to cost me $5,000 to move.
Just to move, I know.
I mean, getting it just to get a U-Haul to move that far is probably going to cost me close to $2,000.
At least you're going cross country.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for 20 years, right? So after buying 1,000+ properties, I know you got to give a little to get a little. It's not my way or the highway. Okay. How close can you get to that 25,000?
Jeez. 35 is going to be, I mean, shoot, if I was to go 35, then that gives me 30 out there. I'm going to be able to probably buy a trailer.
And remember, that's just temporary, just so you get out there. You know, you have a skill set, you have relationships. You're not going to be struggling for long. And more importantly, you have all the good karma credit you've been building up over the years. You have a lot of good karma. I'm really close. Let me look at one thing real quickly before I can tell you what I could do. Okay, hold on 1 second for me. Okay.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay. So this is what I could do. Assuming we agree to a number that you and I both agreed to today, I send you an agreement. You sign the agreement today. We open escrow. We close escrow in 30 days. We give you that additional 30 days to transition out. So the way that works, well, it's called a post-possession. So they're going to hold $10,000 of your cash until you vacate. So you still have the rest of your cash, you know, pay for your deposits, your movers, your trucks, whatever you need. And then the title company holds the other $10,000 of your proceeds and make sure you leave within that time frame. You know, so I want to make sure And if you leave sooner, then they'll release the money. The title company has all your money for you. Just make sure we help keep you honest, right?
Right.
Cool. And so assuming we agree to that, we get everything in place, we close escrow. 30 days after you moved in Colorado, the money's been wired in your account, everything's been done. The one thing I'm going to ask for in return is that I can receive a recommendation, testimonial letters that you're pleased with the results I provided you and that you refer me to other people in the future.
Sure.
Hey, Spencer, don't forget about my testimonial letter when I follow up with you. I don't want any convenient amnesia, all right?
Okay.
Okay, so this is what I could do. If you're willing to do $32,500, I pay all the closing costs, no realtor fees. You're out of here. Like I said, in 30 days, you're going to have your cash, another 30 days to transition out. I just want to make sure I get my testimonial letter when this is all said and done, okay?
Can you go 33.5 or even 34.5?
I'll do 33 if you're good to go today.
34 even, and we're a deal.
I'll do 34,000, but then I'm going to add this to the table, okay? At 34,000, not only do I get my testimonial letter when I come out to Colorado, because I go to Boulder and visit some of my family sometimes. When I come out to Colorado, you owe me a dinner credit, all right? So you got to take me to a nice dinner on you because I'm going up way more than I want to go up. Do we have a deal?
What do you say, love? We got a deal.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's what. Hey, she has to be at dinner too. All right, she has to be at dinner too. All right.
Oh yeah, we'll all be there.
Good. All right, perfect. And so you want me to send the agreement to your first name, leatherman45@gmail.com?
Yes. First name, last name, 45@gmail.com.
And it looks like from what I saw on title, Tanya's on title with you, right?
Yes.
Cool. Do you have an email for her so that I could go ahead and get you guys both on the agreement?
Tell him what your email is.
It's last name Leatherman.
Okay.
Tanya TONYA.
Okay.
.tl@gmail.com.
I'm sorry. So after Tanya, what's after there?
Leatherman Tanya TL@gmail.com.
Okay, I'm gonna repeat it back to you. Okay. I have Leatherman Tanya Larry. Oh, no worries. Go ahead.
Okay. It's Leatherman @gmail.com.
Oh, dot initials. Okay, so you're saying dot, not like a document, but dot, like a period.
Yes.
You got period TI.com. So, but shouldn't be at like at Gmail or something?
Tanya dot.
Got it. Okay, cool. All right. And then so I want to make sure I'm talking to the true decision maker here, right? And the ladies call the shots, as you know. All right. So you feel 100% good about moving forward, so you guys could make it back to Colorado?
Yes.
Okay. And so a couple things here. So I'm gonna send this agreement very shortly right now here. As I do that, I want to know once you guys transition out, how do you guys have pictures of the property you guys could send me?
Yeah, we could take some pictures and send them to you.
Perfect. And then so what I want to do, I want to be able to have I'm going to have our contractors, our money partners. I trust everybody, but I verify everything, right? So Spencer sounds like he's a straight shooter. That's why you probably married him. All right. So you know what you're doing. So I believe everybody, but we're going to have to verify. We're going to make sure everything is good to go. There's no surprises to the foundation integrity. Once we complete our underwriting, our inspection, so we just verify everything's there. We close escrow, make it super simple for you guys.
Okay.
What questions do you guys have for me?
There's nothing in that contract. There's nothing that holds us to the property, right? No warranties, no nothing.
You're correct. You're selling it as is condition. No promises, no spuds, no warranties, no guarantees of any kind. what I see is what I get. That's why he's selling it. You can sell for more if you're going to fix that stuff up, right?
Right.
Exactly. So that's why he's selling at this price. So it's a done deal for you, and you don't have to fix anything, clean anything. Basically, all you do is just take the items you want with you, and you literally just leave the rest for me. I'm going to come in there with our dumpsters. Don't worry about trying to mop it or any of that stuff. Just leave it the way it is. Only take the items you want. Obviously, don't take any light fixtures or anything like that. But anything you want to take with you, take it and just leave the rest there for me. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And so, and so I want to make sure Tanya heard about the testimonial letter too, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this agreement over to you. Give me So as I'm talking with you about this, let me ask you, do you guys have any other properties, or is this the only one?
No, this is the only one that we have.
Only one you have. All right. And when you guys go out to Colorado, are you going to stay with family initially, or what's the plan exactly? So I can see if I have any relationships, anything I can do to help add value.
Right now, I don't really know. I have to kind of investigate. I didn't expect to sell this quick, and so now I'm going to have to investigate and see where I might live close to family out there.
Hey, good problem to have. Good problem to have. Okay.
Right.
Right. Okay. Cool. So, do you feel like well, if and when you need any resources, if you do, just know I can also help on that side too. Okay.
Okay.
I have like I said,
I appreciate that.
For sure. I've learned you just treat people the way you would like to be treated, right? Easiest way to do business. Keep it simple. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to get this agreement for you. You guys are going to be able to sign it. I'm going to send it to you first. All right, Spencer. And then once you sign it, then Tanya's going to get it. And then once you guys both have it, then I'll sign it. And then once that's all signed, you'll get a copy of the fully executed agreement. Okay.
Okay.
And then what's going to happen is I'm going to set you up with somebody on my team. And what they're going to do, they're going to kind of walk you through. They're going to be your kind of point of contact. So if you ever have questions, you're not sure about anything, you just know you have the right people helping you. And they're going to help kind of facilitate between us and the title company so that you're just fully taken care of. Okay.
Okay.
Is there any other liens, anything else I need to know about the property? You have any back child support payments? Anything you're not telling me right now?
No.
Good.
No, there's no liens against the property. I don't know any back taxes, no child support, no none of that.
Good. Okay. So what's going to happen? So let's go over some exact dates for when this is going to be done by. So you guys have something to write down with?
Yeah, give me just a
Sure.
second.
Take your time. No worries.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So I'm sending you the agreement today. So we're going to close escrow on February. Let me see. So 16th today. So we're going to close escrow on the February 16th. So I'm going to write that down for myself. And then you're going to have a post possession where you're not going to have to transition out of the property until March 16th. Okay. So let me just write this in there. I just want to make sure I have this all dialed in for you. So as that happens, as you guys get that all set up, everything's going to be, like I said, the way I said it. Once you guys, like I said, once the money's wired into your account, we talked about the $10,000 holdback. You guys have any questions, concerns about that? Sometimes people don't understand that. I just want to make sure it's super clear and we're all on the same page.
No, I get that. They just want to make sure that if for some reason that you pay us and then 32 days, you guys come to start working here and we're still living here, then there's a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for understanding.
I understand how all that works.
Good. So you're on the same page. Just like I said, it happens. I mean, rarely it happens, but unfortunately, sometimes when you give the money away to people, they kind of forget that what the agreement was. Now they got the money. Now whatever the issue was beforehand is no longer an issue. Now they forget, hey, you made an agreement with us here. So I appreciate you both kind of being just like really good straight shooters with that. It makes it a lot easier. I did want to mention one other thing too. If you guys ever come across, and this is for both where you're at now in Nebraska and once you get out there in Colorado, if you ever come across anybody who needs to sell, if they want to sell, I want them to use a realtor. Okay. If they need to sell and they need to get out of it and it's like it's kind of similar situation, I want you to refer them to me. Okay. And if you refer them to me, I pay you a $500 to $5,000 consulting fee for each property I buy. Okay. Do you guys have anybody in mind who I might be able to help?
Not right offhand. I can't think of anybody right offhand.
Okay, no worries, no worries. Just keep it in your back pocket. Because now you got a
Okay.
relationship, right? And so,
I'm sorry.
and now you have a relationship. So if you come
Yeah.
across these people, now you know, hey, I got somebody that can help you with that. So just so you know, you don't have to try to figure out everything all on your own, right? And so I'm gonna get that set for you. And then you too, Tanya, if you have anybody at your church, you know, anybody you know of, if they're in a tough situation to find themselves in a jam, I want to make sure you guys just know I could be a go-to. Once you guys see how I deliver for you first, I want to make sure you guys feel comfortable and good about referring other people to me. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So what I'm doing now, I'm gonna send you this agreement. It's gonna open up in your phone. What I want you to do, I'm gonna want you to open it. But before I do that, do you know who you bank with?
We use Capital One.
Use Capital One. All right. Because what's gonna happen? Did you want the title company to mail you a check for the $34,000, or did you want them to wire the money right into your bank account?
Probably mail us a check.
Mail the check. It'd be easier for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Just know when they mail the check, obviously it comes to you like anything else. But once you deposit it, you know they hold it for like 2 to 5 days, right? Depending on how much money you have in your account. So I just want to make sure you're aware of that. If you wire it, it goes right into your account, but there is a $25 wiring fee, but you have access to your money that same day.
Right.
You don't have to make like you call the shots how you want that to go. I just want to make sure you guys have that kind of thought through as you guys get this rolling here. So what I'm going to do here is I have this all set up here. I'm sending it to you. Give me 1 second. So I want to make sure I go over it with you. And then once you have it, you guys feel good about it. You guys sign off on it. I'll go ahead and get this. I got escrow open for us on Monday. Well, Monday's a holiday. On Tuesday, I'll get this open for us. So you have access to everything. And then what I want to do you know who the water and the electricity you guys are using for out there?
The electricity is a company called Midwest Electric.
Okay, Midwest Electric. Okay.
And then the water, sewer, trash is a combination thing, and that's called a village bill. This is a village where we live. It's not big enough to be a city, so it's considered a village.
Okay. And how does that work for taxes? Is it like shared taxes, or how does that work exactly?
No, it's actually last year, as of January of 24, the county says this place is worth $58,000 because of recent sales in Lincoln County.
Really?
Yes. So and I tried to explain to the lady, excuse me, my parents moved in here in the end of 92, the beginning of 93. It's had one roof put on it since then.
Only one.
How do you justify my house is worth now $58,000 when before it was worth $46,000? And she said, well, sir, the way property has been selling in Lincoln County, property values have gone up. That's it. And it was like, you just want to reach through the phone and choke
You choke them sometimes, right?
It's like, are you that stupid?
They just don't get it. But because like a lot of these people, you know, they're just, you know, unfortunately, they're just regular paid employees. They don't do real estate. They don't understand what you're kind of saying. Like there's no.
Well, she's been the treasurer at the county in North Platte and Lincoln County Courthouse for probably the last 15 to 18 years.
Wow. So you expect different from her. And is she still saying
she's
that?
She's one of them people that she knows everything inside and out. So if you go up there and give her a hard time, they'll make your life a living hell.
Oh, so they're kind of know-it-alls.
Oh, yes. Of course. Everybody out in this area is that way.
Really?
Everybody out here is that way. It's an agricultural farming community. Everybody knows everything.
Yeah, I see. And the only reason why, do you know how long your brother lived out there before you got out there?
My brother lived out here for, let's see, Stevie passed in 2016. Dad passed in 2013. And mom passed in 2008.
Wow.
Yeah. So mom passed in 2008. My dad, bless his heart and his soul, he stayed alive for 5 years.
Wow.
He passed away in 2013. And then one of my brothers, Steve, he passed away in 2016. And then the other brother that I moved out here to help, Scotty, he passed away in June of 23.
Wow. Wow. You dealt with a lot of deaths. I mean, just between me and you off the record, did you ever get any counseling or anything to kind of deal with that? I mean, that's a lot of deaths, and you'd be the only one.
That's, we were raised in a very strong Christian home. So
that's good.
So I have a good relationship with the Lord.
That's all. That's a real counselor there.
That keeps me trucking along and keeps me moving.
Wow. That's great. Not everybody has that ability. A lot of people in your situation end up blaming the Lord, right? Why did you take all my family? Why you leave me here? It's called survivor's remorse. And it doesn't sound like you have any of that, which is super good. Which I'm just happy to see that you put yourself in a position where you're not dependent on anyone. And now you're about to give yourself a really good opportunity to move on to the next chapter of your life where God could bless you, right? So I am, tell me if it came into check your email on your phone and tell me if that came into you. I want to make sure you're able to open it.
Let's see. No, it hasn't come through yet.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me just look at one thing. Okay, I'll look for DocuSign. Let me see if make sure nothing bounced back. Let me see if I resend it for you.
Reply your soul. There it is.
Boom. Okay, nice. So open that up and then let me know when you have it opened up.
Okay, let's see here. Review document. Continue. Okay, you are viewing. Let's see here. Contract. Let's see.
Let me know when it opens up for you.
Okay, 34,000. $16. Okay, initial.
Perfect. You see where you see at the you see where it says 34,000 there?
Yes.
Okay, so the street address. So Residee is the name of my company. You got you and your wife there. The property address, the 34,000. You see February 16th, 2026.
Yes.
Okay. And then on that initial, click on the initial on that page. Click on the initials section there.
Yeah, I just did. Let's see here. Let me go back to there.
Okay. So click on all 4 of those in your signature.
The name of the company is
Residi. IDI. Residi.
RESIDI,
LLC.
comma, LLC.
Okay. So you were able to click off on all your signatures?
I'm getting there.
Okay. Because then once you're done signing, then it's going to go to your wife.
Okay.
Let me know if you have absolutely any questions you see. And let me know when you get to the 4th page. I want to walk you through the bottom of the 3rd and 4th page. Okay.
Okay. I need to upload an image first. Okay. Okay, so we did that. That's 2. Okay, let's see. Let me go back here. So we did that one. Did it do this? Okay, so I did those 2. All right, now we are on to, there's 2. Okay, now we're at page 3.
Okay. So page 3, go down to like the bottom portion after section 19.
That's, okay, wait, that's page 4.
Okay, you're showing the short page. Okay, so go to section 19.
So did I go too far?
No, you're fine. So you click on that. I just want you to see where it says possession and post possession.
Because that's the end of it right there.
And go ahead. And number 19 is gonna be the final paragraph before your signature. You see where the signatures are?
Okay, hold on a second here.
Sure. Take your time.
All I see is I see offered on January 16th. This offer expires on the seller last day signed January 17th. I think I'm at the end of all of this.
Right. So right above the offer expired, you see that paragraph above that?
Okay, okay, right.
Okay, good. So this is the possession and post possession. I want to make sure you're clear.
Okay, here we go.
Yep, you with me. So this part here is an NA because you don't have a tenant in there. So you guys are occupying it. So we check box section B, okay? And this says if a seller is requesting post possession of the property other than the occupant. So basically you have until March 16th that we talked about, where the title company is going to hold $10,000 of your money. And they're going to release the rest of it to you, and you're going to hold 10,000 of it. And then, like I said, you have all the way up on or before March 16th. Okay. If you stay longer, then it starts costing you $1,000 a day.
Right.
Okay. So, and if something comes up, just call me or let me know. This is a contract. Okay. Cool.
No. This is legal binding contract.
Correct.
I'll be out way before that.
Exactly. And if you lose, anytime you lose sooner, they'll just send it to you. They'll wire the rest of the money, or they send another check for the rest of it. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Click on your signature.
Okay, let's see here. Let me go back and do this initial thing.
Sure,
here.
sure.
Let's see, did it take? Okay, so that did the initials there. Okay, so signature. What's that? Right. Okay. Looks like we're all done
Okay.
on this one.
Okay. So, and then you signed the last initial at the bottom of page 4?
Yes.
Okay, it said finish.
Okay, now hit finish.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Now, so have Tanya open up hers.
Okay, did you open yours up? She's writing something down.
Sure, no worries.
Go to the first. Yep, that's it. Keep going. Okay, so go down to where it says initial. Click that off. Hit the little thing. Okay, there you go. Keep going down to where it says initial. You'll see a thing that say initial. Okay, so right there, hit that little button. Hit that. Yeah, hit that. And then you have to.
So I love it when one of the sellers coaches the other seller on how to sign the agreement for you, making it a lot easier. Cool. We're almost there, y'all. I know this is a crappy part of this. You have to wait in technology issues and how to open up the emails. So part of the game.
So you got everything, all 4 pages. You have your initials on 4 pages, and then a sign, and then an initial at the bottom. Okay, I'm pretty sure she has everything signed now.
Okay, so when she clicks it, it should say final, like how you did finalize it. Finish.
Finish.
Boom! It just came in. I saw it. Okay, cool. She did it. She got it done. Good work. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sign off on this. My partner's gonna sign off on it. You're gonna get a copy of the fully executed agreement. When do you think you'd be able to send me the pictures? Like maybe like 2 or 3 pictures of each of the different rooms on each side of the house, just so I could get an eye, so I could get things rolling faster for you.
Okay. Probably tomorrow, because it's starting to
Sure,
get
no,
dark
yeah,
right
tomorrow.
now,
That's fine. Yeah,
so-
do it tomorrow. No worries. We've been on the call for a while.
My wife we can get some pictures set up and sent to you tomorrow.
Perfect. Kurt, and so when you're done sending me, you can just text it to this phone number. This is my direct number to me. You just text this number and just text it to me. And once I get the pictures, we get things rolling. I'll get you set up with my transaction coordinator, so we can kind of get things rolling for that side. And then we'll start lining up our inspections and getting that all set up with you. We'll obviously call and communicate before sending anyone over. Make sure that works for you and your wife. And I really look forward to honoring basically earning my testimonial letter with you. Okay.
Hey, yeah, I look forward to that too. That sounds great.
Hey, no, and that remind time. Don't forget about my dinner credit either. All right.
There you go. Don't forget about that one. That's for sure.
Perfect. Hey, congratulations, you two.
Hey, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye. Booyah.
Let's go, man. Like that. Man, that was incredible. I mean, the rapport, the transition, they trusted you. You made them laugh. Like, that was great. I was trying to take a look at the comps there. I still think it's a great deal. I've never heard somebody say, oh, this is a village,
I know what the hell that means. Pocahontas village? You're like, what type of village is this?
What's going on over there? No, that was great, man. Walk us through that, because that was really smooth. The guy trusted you. Something I really liked is that you build a lot of rapport early, and that sometimes is underrated. Building rapport with people, especially in those sensitive topics with his brother and all that stuff. And you have to be patient with the contract, of course, but there's nothing you can really do about that. But what was your mentality when you first heard that story? How do you transition from, okay, this is what's going on with the homeowner? Because you didn't really talk about the property till a little bit later. You really got to learn his story. He laughed. I mean, the dinner thing, the testimonial. I mean, this is all great stuff. Kind of how did you, is that something you always do, or how do you transition from that to the other thing?
Yeah, like I said, I try to tell people when I help coach and whatnot that look to make a relationship, not an offer. All right, if you look to make the relationship, not just offer. Now I'm listening to see, like, just think if you had a really cool friend at school and they're just talking to you, you're listening. Hey, what value can I bring? What resource? What book can I offer? What podcast can I give? What link can I send them? So I'm adding value first. I'm looking to make the relationship, not just the offer. That's why I didn't talk anything about the property. I didn't talk about one bedroom, one bath, none of that, which I saw there. And I saw the equity. Now, if there's no equity, then you might want to go a little faster. But when there's equity, it's just a matter of, do they know you, like you, trust you? They don't know who I am. So I got to establish who I am, why I'm calling. And then getting to like me is by me asking questions and being curious about him. And he saw all the compliments I gave him, like, wow, you're like Mother Teresa, plus Spencer the Prophet over here. You took care of your brother's kids. Whoa. Yeah. So being overly excited for small things that they probably never get acknowledged for allows you to be more likable, right? Because, oh, you're a fan of me. Oh, that you value what I value? Cool. And then you establish the trust, know you, like you, trust you, by showing them, hey, I told him up front, I got good news, bad news. All the techniques I told you I was going to do, you guys literally saw me put into use. I'm telling you, good news, bad news. The bad news is I'm probably not going to get you what you like. I'm establishing trust. Most people aren't going to tell you that, like, hey, you're not going to get that number. I'm doing a very respectful, playful, slow out. I made sure I slowed down my speech. I want to match how slow he was going. So I had to slow myself down a little bit. And then by me telling them that, I was able to let them know, but I could get you more than what you like. And so I gave him a low number, 25. I was going to give him 15, but I didn't want him to hang up. So I gave him 25,000. He went from 50 something thousand down to 35,000. So he only almost went 50% drop off of my first counter.
Dude, and there's a comp that sold for 140. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw you mention that. So
and then there's a 140, and 35. The house doesn't look bad.
It doesn't look bad, and they're living there, so they can't. I mean, if they're living there, it can't be horrible.
Right.
And then with the add-on and the basements and stuff he's talked about, I'm like, there might be some good plays there.
Things clean.
We'll see what the insides look like, but it's still cool. Any of that can be replaced. The roof's not falling through. You just need to redo the roof. The trusses are good. So, but more importantly, you saw part two. Before I started talking pricing, I want to know their motivation, why they want to move. So he wants to get back home. I'm like, well, you know what you're doing. You sound super smart. You clearly know what you're doing. Why don't you just do this yourself and make more money? So most also like, no, don't mention that. What if they do that? You want to, I want to proactively take the bullet out their gun so you can't tell me later on, well, hey, I'll just fix it myself. Well, I thought you said you didn't want to do that. I thought you said you want to make it to Colorado. Your grandkids are waiting for you. You have a place you can stay. You can make more money out here in Colorado. So those are some of the subtleties I noticed I was able to do with them.
Man, you got to make a little vlog when you take him out for dinner.
Oh, I'm telling you, and you guys think I'm BS with these dinner credits. Y'all think I'm BSing. Listen, I travel.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I know that you would.
You know, because you know how I follow up.
I know that you know.
Yes. And during the dinner credits, I'm telling you, when I go to dinner with these people, not only is it super cool, not only you getting a free steak, whatever dinner, I pick up 2-3 more deals. I can refer some friends and clients at there. I've been, plenty of them where like, hey, you know what? Because it's like a month or 3-4 months later, some things happen. They have such a good feeling about you that they're willing to refer more people to you, and they're paying for your dinner too. And anybody who agrees to my dinner credit, that means I agree to have a relationship with you, because you won't go to dinner with somebody I can't even stand being in an hour with, let alone hour and a half, 2-hour dinner with. So it's a good mental way to hook them and make them say, I like you, and acknowledge, hey, I want more than just this property. I want to get my testimonial letter, and I want a dinner credit. It means I'm interested in having a relationship with you.
Yeah. Motivated, quality lead. Some people didn't pick up the AI, whatever, but that was a good lead. That was a great lead.
Phenomenal lead. Definitely. You see the leads, they got the sauce. They got the sauce. You see the sauce. I mean, how many times do you have to have one call closes to know that the leads are cooking? They're cooking with these leads for sure.
That's awesome. All right. Well, I'm a call maybe a couple here. I'm gonna do the what do you call the Closers Olympics buzzer beater?
Okay.
Let's call a few leads, see if we have a few conversations, man.
Let's do it.
Give me some time here. Let's see what we got. So we got a couple here. Man, a few inherited. So I really like Oklahoma. We're having great success in Oklahoma. Let's call this one, and I'm gonna call from an Oklahoma number. So the chances of them picking up might be a little bit higher, you know, because what area code are you were you calling these leads from?
I call from my phone. I just call from my phone. 480.
Okay. Yeah. Do you think sometimes that affects your opinion? Do you think that sometimes affects the connectivity rate if they?
Oh, for sure. If you could move your sticky numbers and have a number that's local, that's always better.
Mm-hmm.
I just like it because I want to be able to send text messages and it comes to my phone. But if you have the right CRM, it still does that for you. If you have the right platform, I just do it for mine. But by all means, I agree.
All right, cool. So I got Mr. Miller here. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, he wants to relocate. That's fine. All right. It's almost 7:00. I'll call a few. Some people may or may not pick up, but who cares?
Exactly.
He's like, what are you eating for dinner? You either get hung up or you start a conversation, right?
Shoot or shoot. Shoot or shoot, right? That's what we're doing here. All right.
All right. All right, here we go. Let's call this person right back. I'm glad that everybody got to see a signed contract. I mean, this is the second episode. And I want to see how long we keep the streak alive. You know, that's always fun. All right, let's call this one that inherited the property. Let's see. Main Street. Mr. Jeremy. All right, let's call this one here. The inherited one came in. Okay, let me refresh this here. Me. Some of these are in East or Central time. Hello.
Please leave your message.
So I think the next episode we'll stick to the 4 to 6 because we had some people pick up. But let's see. And then a new one came in here. It's really important. Once something that, hold on, hello?
Please leave.
Something that is really important is, I really like that Elijah didn't he didn't like rush the process. Like once you have somebody on the phone and they're connected and you listen to their story, you just want to listen. You want to take as much time as you need to listen to why they want to sell, when they want to sell, build rapport. Because some people, they'll get a list of leads and they'll try to like look for the low-hanging fruit and they'll churn and burn. If they want too high, they get them off the phone and, maybe it might not work. Like some people are always looking for that low-hanging fruit and it's not always that way. These leads, every single one of them, whether they pick up or not, these are people that have a problem and it's up to you to really find the solution. And, early in my career, I looked at leads like, okay, how much money can this one make? How much money? Like, mindset change. Like these are people that have problems. My job is to find a solution. And there's one that actually just came in from Lead House. I know that you guys paused the campaign or whatever, but let me try calling this one. It's always better to call the fresh one. Let me see if this guy picks up. At least we can have one conversation. If not, I think people got to see a great conversation today regardless. All right, let me see. So this one just came in. Let's call Oklahoma here. Might be on Do Not Disturb. Let me double dial. Yep. All right. Well, we've run out of time. It's going to be 7 o'clock, but let me bring everybody up here real quick. Elijah, congratulations on that signed contract.
Yes.
I love your style. I love that a lot of people have different styles with the same common goal, but there's one common denominator is that the best closers listen more than they speak and they really connect and they're problem solvers, right? So any last words, anything you can relate to the people? Where can people get a hold of you, learn a little bit more about what you do? Maybe some people want to get into the fire damage space. Where can they get a hold of you?
For sure. And once again, thank you, Lead Houses, for giving those fire leads. All right. So first and foremost, to you guys, he said it's gonna be fire, and and the Fire Damage King officially says they're fire. All right. So that's good. Stephen, once again, thanks for the opportunity you put on for the closers community. You've been a legit bona fide closer with character. I feel like that's what helps separate you from a lot of other closers. So closing with character and keep your integrity at the level you're at, it's just phenomenal to just see your growth. So thank you for doing this for the community and for giving me an opportunity to share the skill set with the world here. For all those of you guys out there, you guys always should join my Fire Damage Profits Facebook group. That's to learn more about the fire damage niche. You can reach out to me directly on my social media handles, Elijah Rubin on Instagram and Facebook. I'm more on Instagram. And then if you just DM me affirmations, I'll send you my personal affirmation as my personal gift to all the family so that you guys are able to close deals and do exactly what you just saw me do.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Lead House, you guys, I mean, this is it's going crazy right now. I mean, this is the second episode, signed contract. It was just great. Anything you guys want to tell the people before we hop off here?
Get at us.
Yeah, hit us up.
Get at them.
I think it was one lesson I learned from that was like we had a lot of leads, we got a lot of phone numbers, and obviously different things. We had a new iOS thing where pretty much like it screens the call for them. We had people on Do Not Disturb, people who answered, and then it seems like it disconnected, and then maybe put us on Do Not Disturb. But the one that answered they just put that they needed to relocate. And we have a bunch of on here that say, you know, family died, vacant land, inheritance, ran out of money, like all these. But the one that when you actually got to talk to them that seemed to be the most motivated didn't write the most motivated reason. They just said want relocate, right? Which is very broad. But it was like when you actually talked to them and got them on the phone, you realize that they had a really serious reason for needing to sell the house. And that's what we find is like you can't just judge the lead by what they put on the form. Sometimes it's like they seem like the most motivated person. You can't get a hold of them. You know, whoever picks up the phone and you ask what's going on with them, you find out what really is. So I think that point of listening is really, really important.
That is super crucial. I love that you said that. Some people, they look at even the price. Sometimes people see a price. Oh, this isn't a deal. Like, how do you know they won't drop? What do you know their real motivation unless you speak with them? You know, some people pass up on the biggest deals because they judge it by the cover. But no, that's awesome. Well, hey guys, I had a lot of fun. Again, we're going to start doing this once a month. I think we're having a good time. Elijah, thanks again for taking your time to hop on here. Lead House, thank you so much for taking your time, providing us some leads. And
For sure.
guys, hit them up. And guys, have a blessed weekend. Take care.